welcome. This is Swati here. I am the founder of Swati's Workshops. I welcome you every time whenever we go on our Facebook Live. We always try to teach you something new, something unique, something which you'll enjoy. So there were a lot of requests for the rose gulkand cake. This is an Indian kind of a flavor. This is something that you are definitely going to enjoy. You're going to like. So quickly, without wasting time, introduce yourself and tell me you're from which city. So hi Rina. Rina from Jaipur. If you have any doubts here, you can ask me. I'm going to answer all your questions. I'll explain you step by step everything. So, let's begin. I'm excited. This is a very nice cake. It's a little sweeter. Hi Shivangi, how are you? Okay, we have Rajni Munshi here. Hi Rajni. Great. So let's begin. I have my expert today. So that's Sudha here. All right. So this is our workstation. We're going to teach you something really exciting. Hi Tanuja ma'am, how are you? We are teaching you the rose gulkand cake. I have a sponge here. Okay, we have made this sponge. This sponge was made the previous night. And once it is completely cooled down, we take a cling wrap and we cover it like this. This is to ensure that your sponge does not dry out. There's an eggless cake recipe here. All right. There's a perfect vanilla sponge. Looks great, right? I'm going to keep this aside. This is cream here. We are using fresh cream. This is Amul cream that we are using. This is approximately half a cup. This is 1/4 cup of gulkand. Gulkand you get in the market. If you wish, you can also make gulkand at home from scratch. This is finely chopped white compound. You can use the white chocolate also. Absolutely no problem. So you can use white compound, white chocolate as per your budget. So step 1 is to heat the kadhai. Okay. So step 1, friends, we have taken fresh cream here. We are boiling the cream. You can make this in the microwave also. Step 1, this is the rose gulkand ganache. This is going to be the filling inside the rose gulkand cake. Now that your cream is warm, we are going to be adding the gulkand into this. This is a fusion cake. You can definitely reduce the quantity of gulkand if you wish. If you do not like your cakes to be very sweet like me, I would urge you to reduce the quantity of gulkand. So we are not heating this on a very high heat. This is at a very low heat. The idea is to just get a nice consistency. So if you see, the color is also changing now. I'm now beginning to get a beautiful, fresh, sweet aroma. This aroma is by the gulkand. In this particular cake, we are not going to be using any rose essence. Whatever is the flavor is just going to come from the gulkand. In Pune, we are extremely lucky to get good quality gulkand. Wow, beautiful. Really nice aroma. We have a workshop called as Jams, Pickles and More. We have taught this gulkand from scratch. Now what we do is we switch off the heat. Once we switch off the heat, we are going to be adding the white compound or the white chocolate. If you are a beginner, if you do not know how to handle the pure chocolate or the professional chocolate, I would request you guys as beginners to use compound. Once you get the hang of it, you can confidently move on to using the couverture chocolate. Thank you Narmada ma'am, fabulous. It's been a long time that we met all you students. So now what we do is, this is a warm mixture. We are stirring this continuously. Because the mixture is warm, the compound melts. This is how we make the rose gulkand ganache. You can even store this filling in your fridge, there's no problem. You can taste this, it's going to be very sweet. Let's pour it. And let's keep it aside, let it cool down. All right. So this is how you make a rose gulkand ganache. Since the flavor that we're using is rose, we have to ensure that we are using the white chocolate or the white compound. You cannot be using dark chocolate here or the milk chocolate. Your flavor combination has to be really proper. Okay. So you all know this is called as a turntable, right? The ones who are beginners, the ones who are just starting out, the ones who are hobby enthusiasts, this thing here is called as a turntable. This is important if you want to make cake. So right at the center, what we do is we place the vanilla sponge. Now the things that I'm going to be requiring here is I have a palette knife. This is a serrated knife, all right. This serrated knife you're going to use to slice the cake here. And then we are having a brush. Okay, all right. So we have this vanilla cake here. Vidya, I'll try to repeat. Hi Bharti, you guys are logged in late. We started sharp at 1 p.m. All right. So this video is going to stay on the page. Do not worry. I have a bowl of whipped cream here. All right. Basically, this is a whipped topping. There's a difference between whipped cream and whipped topping. This is a non-dairy one. There are brands like Tropolite, Value Star, Rich. These things are non-dairy whipped topping. All right. We have whipped it beautifully. This is the consistency you want. You invert the bowl. Okay, she's going to show it. She is inverting the bowl here like this. And this is how the consistency you need for the cream. All right. Anyway, let's begin. We have a serrated knife. Let's slice. Look at this. This is the type of sponge that you want. This is an eggless sponge. You can also use with egg sponge. Okay, look at the holes. This is the way you want. We have sliced it and keep this aside. Now for the next slice, we're going to make 3 layers in all. We take the serrated knife and move it zigzag. We place the second layer here. If you guys are home bakers, you don't have time to bake a cake from scratch, you can definitely use the premix, but ensure that you're using a premium quality of premix. Use a good premix brand. In that case, you'll get beautiful, soft, spongy cake. Okay, now what you're going to do is we are going to soak this cake. Soaking the cake is very important so that you get a moist, juicy, melt in the mouth cake. Now here you have 2 options, friends. If you do not want the cake to be over sweet, the rose gulkand cake is going to be sweet. You can soak this with water. In professional cakes, you are supposed to be soaking with sugar syrup. But nowadays the trend is that people do not like excessively sweet cakes, and we are very conscious about our diet. We should be, rightfully we should be. Okay, so now you see this. We have soaked this nicely. Soaking is very important. Do not skip this step. Let's add whipped cream. And with a palette knife, let's spread. While she is spreading the whipped cream onto the sponge, she is moving the turntable, if you can observe carefully. She is now placing the palette knife perpendicular and she's moving the turntable. The palette knife is at 90 degree. Whatever is the excess cream, she is removing it off and adding it back into the bowl. Okay. You'll get this kind of speed after you practice. So, do you remember this rose gulkand ganache? Spread it in the center. Always remove the excess cream from your palette knife. Keep cleaning your turntable. Spread the gulkan ganache. That's it. As home bakers, your customers will expect you to be hygienic, will be expecting you to use fresh ingredients, good quality ingredients. Now we soak the topmost layer of the sponge cake. Soak it on both the sides. I'm using plain water here for the soaking. I'm not using sugar syrup. That's because the rose gulkan cake will be excessively sweet if you use the sugar syrup here. Soak it well on both the sides. Shivangi, you will have to see the class again from starting. All your queries will get solved. Now what we do is we place this upside down, we invert this. And what we do now is we fill in the gaps this way. I hope you are understanding, friends. Narmada ma'am, on the same page you can see it. I'm not deleting the video. I also have a YouTube channel by the name Swati's Workshops. This same video we're going to upload on our YouTube channel. We have already uploaded 4 cake recipes. We have uploaded the blueberry cake, the rasmalai cake, the hazelnut cake, and the mango rasmalai cake. Okay. So here what basically we're going to do is we are crumb coating it. Okay. We place the cream again on top. Okay ma'am, after the class I'll definitely share the link. We are repeating the same procedure. Spread the cream. Just one good quality palette knife is enough. I'll give you a very important tip. I keep getting questions about the whipped cream not staying firm. Okay, the thing is that the result is temperature. Whenever you're going to whip your cream, ensure that it is chilled. And you have a beater which is good quality. You need at least 250 watt. We add the rose ganache again, the rose gulkan ganache. Spread it evenly. Keep moving your turntable. Soak the last remaining sponge. If you do not soak it well, your cake will be dry. We have shown you this with 3 layers. You can make some more layers out of it. You can make a tall cake. This is the topmost layer. And you're going to soak this again, especially the sides. The sides tend to dry out. Reason is because when you keep the cake in the fridge, the chill temperature of the fridge hits the sides of the cake. That's why that dries out first and then it dries out inside. And another tip, friends, whenever you keep the cake in the fridge, you have to keep this in a cake box, in a good quality cardboard cake box. If you keep the cake just like this, your cake will dry. Always make it a rule that whenever you're enjoying your cake, the rest of the cake should go back into the box and then place it into the refrigerator. This is the final crumb coat. You will get this type of finishing once you practice a lot of cakes. As professional pastry chefs, we are used to this kind of speed. You can pause the video. So there are many students of mine who go back to these videos, who practice the cakes, who keep running the video, they pause and then they practice. That's the way to be done. Nice. So we're going to teach you a very nice design here. We are going to be teaching you a flower basket. a rose basket. What she's doing right now is she's removing off the excess cream. The cake that you see here is called as crumb coating or the crumb finish. Alright, this is called as a crumb coat. Okay, somebody is asking me which cream we had used to make the ganache. Alright, so I honestly like Amul fresh cream. So now look at it, friends. Okay, sharp edges. The thing about sharp edges is always take your palette knife and keep cleaning it this way. This will help you get the sharp edges. Keep cleaning it, because what happens is the excess cream goes back onto the cake and you will have difficulty in attaining the sharp edges. Now with the swift of the palette knife, we lift the cake and we place it on the cake board. You get these type of cake boards in the market. So what's the cost of cake board now?
10 rupees.
10 rupees, right? Okay, we're going to wipe this clean. Just look at my cream, it's still firm, it's not falling loose. Okay, so we wipe the turntable. I gently place this back here. Always keep washing your hands. Hygiene is really paramount. As home bakers, you are expected to be maintaining good quality hygiene in your kitchen. Alright, so we have not leveled this up. We have not made a proper leveling here. Reason is there's some more decoration going to come here. This is the crumb coat. We are not going to be finishing this with another layer of cream. The reason is we're going to decorate this like a basket. So now we have taken some cream here in a small bowl. This is roughly around 1.5 cup. Whenever I'm saying cups, friends, it means the measuring cup which we use to make the cakes. Getting it? Now we have a nozzle box here. Let's pick out a nozzle. We're going to pick out the nozzle to make a basket here. This is the particular nozzle here. Alright. This nozzle is used to make the flower basket. It has zigzag serrations here this way and the other end is flat. Okay. This is the nozzle that's to be used. So we have a disposable piping bag. Beginners, look carefully. Okay, students, take a look here. We cut the tip of the piping bag here and we place the nozzle inside. The nozzle has to come out like this way. It should not hide these marks here. It should properly fit out. All right. This is a disposable piping bag. So we hold the piping bag and we add the whipped cream inside this way. That's it. That's another trick there. A lot of first timers have joined me today. So we might go a little slow. Okay guys, can you see properly? Okay, so we have just done the crumb coating, the crumb finish. Guys, I want you to keep talking or commenting, only then I'll know that we are live online. Else I'll think the internet connection has gone off. So what she's done is she has pulled one perpendicular line and 3 horizontal lines. Now she is going to repeat the same pattern here. This way. She's pulling it straight. Okay, stop. We'll show them on a plate first. Did you understand? Isn't this looking like a basket pattern? We are making a white color basket there. Now observe carefully. I have a black color plate here. She's pulling a straight line, 1 and then 3 horizontal. The next line is next to the horizontal lines. This is the pattern to be done. You'll get this with practice, do not worry. Okay, this looks like a basket weave. This pattern is called as a basket weave. We are showing you in white color Because we want to make a white color basket, you can add the brown color or any color of your choice. Thank you, Rajni ma'am. Okay, now back to the cake here. So this is how you make the basket weave. Another thing here, extremely important is, did you see the quantity of cream? Very little quantity of cream, right? Always fill this, do not overfill the cream, because what happens is, let me clean this out. Cleaning is important. If you don't clean the nozzle from time to time, your shape and design will be distorted. Okay, coming back to the point, always fill your piping bag half. Do not completely fill, because of the heat of your hand, the cream starts to melt. This begins to become loose and you don't get firm design. Getting it? That's it. Always fill it half. Okay, back to the cake. Guys, are you clear with the way we made the design? Any doubts? You'll get this with practice. There are many ways in which you can make the flower basket. So what she's going to do now is, she's going to refill the piping bag with some more whipped cream. See, it's possible to fill the piping bag even if you're alone, and that too without using a glass tumbler. It's completely possible. We continue. Hi Ashwini, how are you? Long time. Another point, friends, do not whip the entire cream packet, whip topping packet. Take as much as you need and whip little quantity. Okay, I'll share the link. Guys, right now pay attention here. I'll definitely share you the link. And you can ask me doubts pertaining to this video right now. I'll answer all your questions. She's going to wipe the nozzle again. This way. Okay? And then she's going to continue. That's the way it's supposed to do. Ashwini, I'm great. Yeah, how are you? Ashwini, we are planning to make colorful flowers. We wanted the colorful flowers to stand out. That's the reason why we are using a white basket here. Hi, Shuchi. Okay, look at this again. She's filling the piping bag again. She's ripping off the excess cream into the bowl here. She's cleaning the nozzle again. I'm explaining you each and every step. I want my students to be one of the best professional home bakers of the country. This way. You get this nozzle very easily in bakery supply stores. We are almost coming to the end of the basket weave. So that is a 1 kilo cake or half. So whenever you say 1 kilo, it doesn't mean your base sponge is 1 kilo. It means after the frosting, it comes up to be 1 kilo. We're almost nearing completion. This was the reason why we did not finish the crumb coat. So this is the way we have finished the basket weave. I'll show a nice close-up. Look at this. Nice pattern, right? Looks like a basket weave, right? So Ashwini, we have made blue color basket, brown color basket, almost all the colors. We have not made a white color in a really long while. Okay. So we have a nice nozzle box here, and I'm going to show you the next nozzle. Okay. This is the nozzle for rose. This, you see this particular rose nozzle has a slight curve here. Sometimes you get the flat and straight. I'll show you that nozzle also. This one has a S bend. Okay. This one has a S curve. Here, this is the original rose nozzle. Got it? This way. I hope it's visible here. Hi Priya, how are you? Okay, this one here. It has a slight bend here. Why does it have a bend here? Because when we pipe out the flowers, you get the nice petals. Got it? This is the original rose petal. Got it? We have shown you this before in previous videos. Today we're going to show you using this nozzle. It's going to be different, all right? So once more, we have the piping bag here. We place the nozzle inside. We cut off with a scissor. We pull out the nozzle. When you pull out the nozzle, you ensure that the entire nozzle with the design is out. What is this particular thing called? Guys, what is this called? Priya, whatever is the question, please ask me, I'll answer. Do not worry. Nozzle number, I'll answer later. This is called as a rose pen. Okay, it's almost 1:35. We need to hurry up. At 2 p.m. we have another cake class free live. We are going to be teaching you a beautiful doll cake. What's the flavor we are teaching there? Not pina colada. Pina colada, blueberry.
Chocolate blueberry.
Blueberry. No, we are teaching pina colada flavor. Guys, at 2 p.m. do not forget to log in. We're teaching you an amazing pina colada flavor. Anyway, there's a rose pen. Look here carefully. Hold the rose pen in one hand. Make a blob of cream. And this is how you make the petals. We're just showing you. This is white in color. You have to keep wiping your nozzle, else you'll not get nice petals. Okay, we're going to teach you different types of flowers here. Now look, what's there? What's here? This thing. Okay, this thing is called as a bakery spray. We are using a lemon yellow color, all right? Spray, we have not taught you this technique before in our live. That's why we are teaching. Keep spraying and you get a beautiful, stylish, vibrant color. Bright yellow color, right? It's as yellow as her kurta. Okay, now finally, that's the Metaglow. With Metaglow, you get a nice, glamorous shine. It's a new trick, right? We haven't shown this before. Now with the scissor, lift out the rose, place it gently onto the basket. Nice, right? Well, now we're going to make lovely colors here. Keep making the petals this way. On my YouTube channel, we have shown you how to make the rose. It's a 1-minute video. Please refer to that also. That's a different kind of rose. Now this one is red in color. I keep getting this question often, ma'am, how do we make bright red rose color? This is the answer. Thank you, Reena, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. We'll show you again this way. Okay, we get a nice red color. We place the red next to the yellow. Beautiful, right? This is how you get that kind of a shimmer rose effect. We're going to change the nozzle after some time. We're going to use the other rose. 1 second. Thank you, Reena, ma'am. प्रिया, what's your doubt? अगर मैदे से स्पॉन्ज बनाया तो प्रॉपर 1 पाउंड केक के लिए कितना मैदा एंड क्रीम यूज करके? प्रिया, ये क्लास में एक्सप्लेन किया है. Now we are using a blue color one. This is a glitter spray. So you get a lot of colors like this. Now for the Meta Glow. Meta Glow is for the silver shine. This way. Wipe out your scissor also. Excess cream can distort the design. Lift it up gently. Place it next to the red flower. Wow. Elegant, right? Whatever is the gap here that you see, we're going to fill this with the green leaves and green grass. Let's refill again. Remove the excess cream. This is a very important rule. Do not overfill, and of course clean your rose pin again. Keep wiping your hands, cleaning your hands. Again a blob of cream. That's a big blob, right? Start making the petals this way. Keep pulling off the nozzle. Go in one direction. If you're following clockwise, go clockwise. Friends, don't call me right now. My live session is going on. We're using a yellow color again. And the Meta Glow. Lift it out with a scissor and place it. So I think we have shown you four roses here. Nice, right? You can do another thing. You can make half of this as a basket here, all right? And other half with the roses. Or you can fill it completely with roses. We'll fill. So what do you want us to do? You want us to completely fill this with roses, or you want us to make a half basket here? Look at the color. It's so bright and vibrant, isn't it? Guys, you want us basket or you want the roses? We'll continue with the roses. Dusra nozzle gayatsa? We'll change the nozzle. This is the Asha, Pooja is telling half basket. Reena is telling no half basket. Okay, let's place this inside the piping bag. We'll show you a different rose right now. Half basket. Kosha saying half basket. Rajni saying half basket. Okay, majority wins. We'll show you the half basket. So let's continue with the half basket. We had made 2 piping bags. We are showing you all shortcuts. What is she doing? She's removing off the cream. It was fast, but I hope you understood what she did. Okay, look, observe carefully. We're going to show you the half basket now. Sana also wants to see half basket. Smart you girls are. Okay, this is how you do the half basket. In one of our class, we have shown you how to make the lid of the basket. That's again a different design. Same basket weave pattern. So Sudha has opened a bakery supply shop, guys. It's in Pune. I'll share you the contact number. You can order from her. Okay, now here we'll place some more roses. We'll make a red and blue color. How much of cream do we have remaining here? We have this much. Fill the piping bag this way with a spatula. All right, let's make the petals again. Did you notice this is a different rose here? This is looking more like the Indian gulab. Even in roses, there are a lot of variety that you can do. The red color. So we finally solved a mystery for a lot of new students here who wanted to know how you get the bright red color. This is the answer. This is one of the answers, in fact. There are good quality powder colors. How we mix and get the bright red is shown in our class. Okay. Beautiful, right? Now for a blue flower. Which is your favorite flower here, friends? The red, yellow or blue? Blue? Alright. I love the red one. Blue, right? Neha, it's amazing. Look at the blue color. Gorgeous. Nice and vibrant. Now finish this off with Metaglow. So what's the cost of one of this at your shop?
I think around 150 to 180.
Pretty reasonable. I think earlier it was very expensive.
Yes.
When it was newly launched, guys, you know, when we had started using the Metaglow, it was quite expensive. I think they have reduced the prices. Great. So you know what? We have made the half basket here. Priyanka likes the yellow. All right. I don't know. I'm going crazy looking at the red color here. So you can make a basket full of a single color. You can make pink. How will a pink rose look with this?
Nice.
Chalo, let's show them whether we have a pink Metaglow.
No,
we don't have a pink
have.
Metaglow. We have a purple one.
Yes.
Okay, guys want to see purple? This is the color here. If you say a yes, I'm going to show you. Because we we need to move on to the next also. We need to show you the leaves. Check. Okay, look here. We're going to show you how to color the whipped cream. We have used oil-based color. This is a nice green color. Mix this well. There are really good color brands now available in India. Okay, this is light green in color. You can even make shaded. Here this is shading. You see the half white, half green? That's a shaded. You can make a shade of dark green, light green. This way. Now you see there's very little cream here. Even into this very little cream, we are going to be making leaves out of this. So look here what she's doing. She's doing shortcut here. We're showing you a lot of tricks today. She's taken an empty piping bag. Okay, this is how she's emptying out the cream. You are going to invent a lot of such kind of shortcuts when you start making cakes. When you practice regularly, that's when you will develop this kind of speed. In fact, Sudha has much better speed than I have. I don't have this kind of speed. So generally what we do is I make the sponges and she is expert in frosting. Look here. Okay. What is she doing? She has made a very small pinhole. Okay. That's what she does.
Creepers.
She pulls this out. Okay, that's how you get a creeper here. She pulls it out with a lot of speed. This way. Press it hard, pull it off. Press it hard, pull it off. This is called as a creeper. Fill in the gaps this way. Okay, how quick was that? Just a very small pinhole she had made here. Can you see here? Super small. Now for the next part, look here. She is cutting this in a V shape. Okay, this is for the leaf. She's cut this in a V shape. Okay, back again to the plate and just pull it out. Hold it perpendicular 90 degree. Pull it out like this. You get a leaf. You don't need a leaf nozzle as such. Pull it out. Fill in the gaps. So wherever you see these gaps here, just fill it with the leaves. Nice, right? This way. Okay, there's a gap here. We're going to also fill this out here, this way. Nice, right? Another gap here. Finishing is paramount. If your finishing is proper, your client will like your work. This was a very, very easy basket cake that we have shown you. Generally in the live session, we don't try to teach you something difficult or something challenging, because a lot of first timers are watching us, a lot of beginners are watching us. In our classes, online classes, we teach something more challenging, more difficult. Okay, beautiful, right? So how's this cake, guys? This was the rose gulkand cake. Okay, I'll show you a nice close-up here. We have a yellow rose, red rose, blue rose. We have taught you the basket weave. We have taught you a beautiful gulkand ganache. We taught you that in the white chocolate. We have used a vanilla eggless sponge here. So there were a lot of different nozzles that we taught today. You can keep referring back to this video. Thank you, Swati. Thank you, Reena. Okay, now let me look at the comment section. Thank you, Sana. Thank you so much. Guys, give me a time check because I think it's 1:52. We need to start with another cake. That's a pina colada cake. I have a page, Swati's Kitchen Pune. Sharp at 2 p.m. we're going to go live on that page and we're going to teach you a doll cake with pina colada flavor. The pina colada is worth learning. I talk a lot. I mean, I thought we'll wind up this in half an hour, but I think Sudha's right. I talk a lot. Okay, thank you, Kosha. You're most welcome. Guys, join us again for the 2 p.m. Okay. So, guys, did you enjoy the class today? Can you see me? Yes, no? Narmada, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let me just scroll through the comments. If I have missed any questions, I'm not really sure. Okay, this here is the cake. Amazing, right? Okay. Thank you, Bharti. That's so sweet of you. We always have our lunch at maybe 6 p.m. after we finish our class. It's pretty hectic. Shuchi, thank you so much. You're very kind. Shivangi, thank you. Rajni, thank you. Ma'am, tell me how to make the rose gulkand white ganache. Rose gulkand white ganache was pretty simple. What we did is we took gulkand and we boiled cream. We added the gulkand, and once it was melted, it was uniform. We added finely chopped white compound. We gave it a very good mix and we let it cool down. That's how we created the gulkand ganache. Okay, any more questions? Okay, we need to hurry up. We need to set up for 2 p.m. for the next cake. I'll see you again on Swati's Kitchen Pune Facebook page. This video, let me save this video, and this link will also be there on our YouTube channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys are fabulous. So this was a beautiful basket cake with the rose gulkand ganache. The ones who are new here, I'm Swati here. I organize workshops for women. We are into baking, cooking, we are into makeup and hair, we are into cosmetic making, soap making, etc. There's a big list of online workshops that we have. We have around 100 types of online workshops right now. May this year be beautiful. May this year be blessed.